Uber acts, we're a technology platform, we're not a transportation provider. Uber acts as lead generation software for drivers, and it really addresses a lot of the problems that existed in the industry pre-Uber's launch. When you open up the application, there's complete transparency. You get to see how long it will take for the closest car to arrive. From a safety perspective, you open up the application. Once you book your ride, you can see your driver's name, the car that they're driving, their number plates. So you know exactly whose car you're getting into, and you watch them in real time drive towards you. And one of the things that I like most about Uber is that it's real world meets technology. I think it's quite unusual, and it's probably quite similar to Money for Jam, in that you have that interplay where you're looking on your application, you see the car drive towards you, and you look outside and the car's there. And then the final point is just the rating system, where you get to rate your driver. If you have a bad experience, you let us know. A point that a lot of people don't know is that drivers rate clients also. If drivers are disrespected, if they're rude clients, then we address that. And I think technology has really changed the mindset. Pre-Uber, I think if we had to ask the same question, would you use a meter taxi to get around? A lot of people in this room would probably say occasionally, not on a normal basis. And through addressing a lot of those issues, safety being first and foremost for a lot of people, we feel that we've created a new way of getting around the city, where you can open up the application and no matter where you are, within 5 minutes, you can get a safe and reliable ride. Just talking a bit about safety, I know there's a lot of misconception in the market about Uber. First of all, we screen drivers before we partner with them. We only partner with drivers who we can see have an eye for customer service. We check their documentation. All drivers are required to have professional driver's permits. They go for secondary criminal background checks, so over and above the regulatory requirements. And finally, your ride's insured, the drivers have insurance. And the point I spoke about earlier is just the rating system, which ensures that we're always striving for a higher level of service, and we monitor those ratings on a weekly basis. When we started in South Africa, and especially in Johannesburg, just given the size of the city, your waiting times were north of 10 minutes. And all of a sudden you open up the application, waiting 10, 15 minutes, in some cases 20 minutes to get a ride is not that convenient. As soon as you change that mindset and you can open up the application and know that you can get a ride within 5 minutes, it becomes actually more efficient than driving yourself. And if you look at things from an affordability perspective, we actually think it's more affordable than owning a car. And what we've seen is that people are now using that time productively. We really think we're changing that mindset, and it's that mindset where you know no matter where you are, you have an alternative to car ownership. And we truly believe that didn't exist in South Africa pre our launch. And the growth that we've seen has been, we're really proud of it. We've been blown away by how quickly people have adopted the technology, how people have weaved it into their everyday life.